3 steps to protect your energy and never get drained again. Your energy is hemorrhaging and you can't figure out why. You cut off the toxic people, you set the boundaries, you did everything you were supposed to do, and you're still walking around feeling hollow, like something invisible is sucking the life out of you and you can't pinpoint the source. That's because you've been looking in the wrong place. The real drain isn't outside you, it's the internal bleeding nobody warned you about. The quiet ways you give yourself away without even realizing it's happening. Hey, I'm Dr. Jen. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am a holistic transformation coach, founder of Wellbeing Holistic, and an ex-medical doctor who's now certified in neurotransformation therapy and human design. And I help freedom-driven high achievers stuck in internal chaos reclaim their calm, clarity, and sense of purpose. So let's get to those 3 steps. Step 1, stop abandoning yourself for other people's comfort. Every single time you say yes when your whole body and energy field is screaming no, you create a fracture in that energy field. Every time you smile through something that hurts, dim your truth so someone else feels safe, ignore your intuition to keep the peace, you split yourself in half. Part of you knows what's real, and part of you performs what's acceptable. And that split draws you more than any argument ever could. The awakened ones protect their energy by staying loyal to themselves, even when it disappoints other people, even when others call them selfish for having the audacity to honor what they actually feel, and even when it makes things uncomfortable. They understand that betraying yourself to maintain a relationship is the fastest way to lose your power. Your energy stays whole when you tell the truth. It fragments when you pretend. Step 2, stop letting your mind turn everything into a war. You can replay conversations for days. You imagine disasters that haven't even happened. You argue with people who aren't in the room. You critique yourself with a voice so harsh you'd never speak that way to anyone else. And you wonder why you're exhausted when you haven't even left your house. Your thoughts are the real energy vampires. That voice in your head that won't shut up, that cycles through the same fears and judgments and worst case scenarios and what ifs, it's draining you dry. The awakened woman watches her thoughts instead of becoming them. She notices when her mind spirals and she doesn't feed it. She doesn't grip the story. She doesn't let one uncomfortable moment become a mental loop that plays for weeks. The event happens once in reality and she lets it stay there. She saves her energy by refusing to live the same experience 1,000 times in her imagination. Step 3, release what you can't control and reclaim your power. You're spending massive amounts of energy trying to manage things that were never yours to manage. Other people's opinions, situations you can't change, outcomes you can't guarantee. You exhaust yourself trying to control the uncontrollable, and it never works because it was never possible. The awakened ones know where their power actually lives in their response, not in the circumstance. They meet life as it comes. They don't waste energy fighting reality or wishing things were different. They don't resist what's already happening. The resistance itself is the drain. When you stop arguing with what is, when you stop trying to force life into the shape you think it should be, all that energy comes back to you. Not because you've given up, but because you finally stopped bleeding yourself out on battles that can't be won. You use your power to respond with clarity instead of react from fear. You choose your next move from a grounded place instead of a frantic one. Your energy isn't fragile. It doesn't need protecting from the world. It needs protecting from the ways you've been taught to give it away through people pleasing, through mental torture, through trying to control what was never yours. Stop the internal bleeding and watch how quickly your power